How y'all doing? It's been a while since I fucking uploaded. I ain't uploaded in a couple months. I just been fucking cooling. Staying my lane. I ain't really had no I guess I wouldn't say motivation, but I just ain't had a reason. I think just to make a video. I was just thinking I ain't made a video for you guys in a long time. I was on the rise at first before I just stopped uploading for a couple months. I guess I just took some breaks away from just uploading. I didn't want to force myself to upload a video to you guys, and you know what I'm saying. I just when I come on here, I mainly come on here for what I'm saying. If I'm inspired to make a video, or I feel like I need to get some shit off my chest that can kind of help you guys. But I just want to let you, the guys that been subscribed to me and the people that I help, what I'm saying. I've been good. You know what I'm saying. Shit been looking up for me, especially the reboot process. You know what I'm saying. I got a girl now, and I kind of told her some of the problems that I had because that was one of my biggest. I feel like one of my biggest things, um, especially going through ED and all this shit. It was just what I'm saying, and my porn addiction and everything was just to tell a girl. I never thought like that was like I had never opened. I got so used to just being, what I'm saying. I feel like this is a sorry, I'm a little sick, but I think I speak for majority of men, especially they don't want to open up. I wouldn't say cry, but they don't want to let people know like what's going on, like what you're struggling with, or what I'm saying. I kind of told her. She kind of looked at me like, "What the fuck?" Like she didn't really understand, but I kind of explained it to her a little bit more about, what I'm saying, the whole reboot process. Because I think the first night, but I think yeah, the first night I hung with her. We went out a couple times or whatever. It was all good. You know what I'm saying. The first time she came to my house, I don't think we didn't have sex to that morning. So, but I think we were just talking that night and shit. And I had gone ahead and tell her because shit was leading up to that point. I already knew this shit was gonna probably happen, but you know what I'm saying. And then things happen. But and then in the morning, I think first time I couldn't really just. I think I was just in my head. That's why we didn't. That's why we didn't do nothing the first. That night she came over. Then that morning, then we ended up doing something. So just kind of in your head. Sometimes I mean, I've been on this journey for fucking a year. I've been on this journey for a couple years now. Like I think I first started my junior year of high school. Once I found out I had a problem and I was doing this shit every day, and then I couldn't have sex with girls. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to watch porn more than have sex with real girls. So it was really a problem for me. So I mean, I feel like that's the first step, just noticing you got a problem. Like if you know what I'm saying, if you doing it, regardless of your friends doing it, just do you. You know what I'm saying? Because don't listen to your friends like, oh, you don't watch porn, you don't jerk off, and people gonna talk regardless. You know what I'm saying? You just got to do what's best for you. Because at the end of the day, motherfuckers just sitting there making fun of you, or they ain't really got your back. They ain't really like, hey, something going on with you, or you know what I'm saying. So really, just got to do you. I've been on this journey. I ain't really. I mean, some of my close friends, they kind of know. I don't even really call them close like that no more because we ain't even been uh talking like that, to be honest. So I just been by myself. Uh, kind of. Well, I wouldn't just. I ain't really been. Yeah, I just been staying to myself, basically. But you know, what else I was gonna say? Yeah, I mean, I don't really tell. I kind of told my closest friends a little bit. I think we was in a party, a PlayStation party. They probably don't see this video, but they had kind of said they had said something. It was kind of like making fun of. So I didn't really open up to them like what's going on or how I've been feeling because you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers once they start laughing or you know what I'm saying, I was just like fuck it, like you know what I'm saying, why would I even like hey I've been going through this and motherfucker, it's crazy because motherfuckers don't really give a fuck till you dead, till it's too late. And you know what I'm saying? But I'm glad I'm in a level headed space now, like a real good space, because at first I was kind of like going through shit. Like I was like, I ain't want to be here, suicidal, kind of like, yeah, kind of suicidal. I wouldn't say just completely suicidal, but kind of suicidal thoughts. And you know what I'm saying? Just, I didn't really give a fuck about my life. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't think shit was just really worth it. But I'm way better in his space now. Like I said before, just stop watching porn and all this shit and just, you know what I'm saying? Just hang with girls and, well, I ain't gonna say girls, but I got a girlfriend now. But I ain't been just, you know what I'm saying? I just been staying out the way. But the reboot process, bro, you guys gotta open up. Like, I didn't want to tell the girl. I promise you, when I did, I was like, I don't know how to fucking cause I didn't know where to start. Like I didn't know how she was going. I was afraid how she was gonna look at me. This nigga weird. I didn't think. I, I thought she was probably gonna laugh at me. Like, oh nigga, you can't get your dick hard. Like what? Like you know what I'm saying? Like what's going on? So and I ain't even told my buddies this. Like, I wouldn't even fucking tell them that. Like, why the fuck would I tell them that? And, you know what I'm saying? I kind of opened up to them, like, I was doing no fap and all this shit. And then they started laughing. A nigga cracked a joke, and then they started laughing. So I'm like, all right, fuck, open up to y'all. Like, y'all niggas are done. So that kind of connection, I feel like my connection with them kind of shifted a little bit as far as opening up and you kind of shifted because I ain't really feel as connected. I mean, and then when I went through that, I think I told y'all this. I kind of felt like alone. I mean, you kind of feel like alone, uh, going through shit like this, and you like, and especially when you're a young guy like me. I'm 20. You know what I'm saying? When I first started going through ED and really had to realize I had a porn addiction, I was like, well, I was 16, 17. Realized I had a problem. I had to do a lot of self reflection. So it really takes some time. I still feel like I'm not fully rebooted, but I'm just taking this shit day by day. I've been taking those little what is it? Those pills. What is those pills called? I don't think I'm supposed to do this. I'm not trying to push these pills on y'all. The little Hims pills. I think it kind of help your testosterone and shit like that. Yeah, it kind of help your it help. Yeah, it help. It does help. But that's besides the point. I don't think you guys. I don't think I'm supposed to be taking it, but I just been taking it. To be honest, it kind of helped me. Uh, as far as intimacy and all this going. I know I gotta watch what I say now because I just already said the N word, so I gotta really watch what I say now because I don't want this shit to get demonetized. I mean, I said demonetized. I'm not monetized, but I don't want it to get age restricted, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, I mean, things been looking up, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I got a girl now. You know what I'm saying? And just open up to her and telling her shit. I mean, the me opening up and telling her what's going on with my addiction or you know it went better than I thought it was gonna be because I feel like majority of men are like, oh, she gonna laugh at me, and I mean that could be the case. Just make sure it's a girl that really fuck with you, or if it's just a hookup, then she gonna tell her friends and all this shit. And girls talk to their friends regardless. Like I was just talking to my girl, she was talking about like she had to put me on mute or some shit. Like she was talking to a friend. I was like, what the fuck? Why she gotta put me on mute? I'm like, man, I'm gonna get off the phone. But whole time, friend asking me, oh, is this shit big or is it? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't get that. Like, dude, she must wanna do something with me too. So, but that's besides the point. But just find a girl. You really want a relationship. You really want to find a girl that you know what I'm saying, that you care about, not just a hookup trying to force things, hurry up and rush. Because if you're trying to rush, then it's gonna be you gonna have that anxiety. That's one thing I realized from just taking a break from sex and everything was, or doing anything sexual. I didn't realize it at the time, but the first night she came over, I had probably like a little bit of anxiety. That's what it was. First couple of times we went out, I had some anxiety. I ain't gonna lie, I had some anxiety because I ain't did this shit. I ain't never went on a real date. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, I might go meet somebody, meet some girls at a place or somewhere, like at a party or, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't never just been on a date. But I mean, it really wasn't that different. Once I went out with her, I went out with her like three times. Then I think she came over. So you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, just to get comfortable, but just really get comfortable. But sometimes when you can't really get aroused and shit, sometimes when you know yourself having anxiety, you got like performance anxiety. That's what it is. Performance anxiety is, I think a lot of men go through this, especially having a porn addiction, and then you know what I'm saying, not being able to. I mean, some people you can have like a little porn addiction and still you can still fuck. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. Forget it. You can still have sex, right? Intercourse. But some guys they got what they call porn induced erectile dysfunction, so they can't. You know what I'm saying? They can't get it up. So um, a thing for me was I had performance anxiety. So performance anxiety is not. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be able to do nothing. You ain't gonna feel aroused. You're gonna be like, what the fuck is going? Like you gonna feel like something's gonna happen when you're gonna be like, what if I can't do this? What if I can't? You got a million thoughts running through your head. I used to get real bad panic attack, so I know how to kind of um defeat that mindset of just having another panic attack, or you know what I'm saying, because you gotta think about when you got performances out, a lot of thoughts is running through your head. It can cause a lot of shit to just realize that you in your head and just breathe. Like you got to take a deep breath, take a couple deep breaths, take a minute, and then eventually, like if you wanna be serious with a girl, you got to tell her what's going on, especially with your addiction or anything. You gotta open up. I know you don't want to. I know a lot of you guys do not want to do that shit, but you gotta open up and tell them what's going on because if you don't, no, I mean, she just probably gonna be looking at you crazy, like, oh, is he gay and all this shit. And you know what I'm saying? But I mean, I think the first night we was watching the show and she was like, oh, is you gay or something? I'm like, what the fuck? Like I kind of looked at her like I was really mad. Like I really was ready to like in that moment I said, man, she can really leave. Like, cause I really got mad. I kind of got mad. Yeah, I did get mad about that. I was like, what the fuck? Like you can get the fuck out. Like you know what I'm saying? Cause she didn't really understand. But then again, they don't understand because like a lot of times, and I was talking to my girl, so I know majority of these girls think about this. But before she was my girl, right? She was just chilling in my house. But um, if a dude can't get up, they'll feel like, oh, it's the girl fault. Whole time it's the dude fault because he been fucking overstimulating his brain with dopamine to fucking pictures and images on the screen. So that kind of fucks with your brain a little bit, well, a lot actually. But just yeah, man, just open up, tell her, man. Don't just be consumed by your fucking anxiety. Because I was so closed off when I was going through this. I'm so closed off. I'm so used to just keeping my shit in. I don't go to therapy. I don't do none of that shit. I don't think I need therapy. I just need, you know what I'm saying. I don't need therapy. You know what I'm saying. I had panic attacks, suicidal thoughts. I got through all of that shit. You know what I'm saying. I got through all of that shit. I might still kind of have like I ain't little anxiety attacks or whatever, but I think I had the last anxiety attack I had was like a month ago, but about a month ago or something like that. And I kind of calm myself down because because you got to realize you in your head, and you know what I'm saying. These panic attacks, um, I think they can come with like like if you look at it, addiction, and you stop doing your addiction for so long, you start to have problems, man. I think that's one of the biggest reasons why I had anxiety attacks because I stopped watching porn. I was so used to that stimuli that, or you know what I'm saying, uh, what I'm gonna say, Jack and the Beanstalk. I also use the Jack and the Beanstalk, watching vids on the screen, right? That you know, uh, when I stopped for a period of time, I was working out and everything, and I was having all type of, I was going through a lot of shit, like a lot of emotions within myself. A lot of you guys gonna go through a lot of emotions within yourself. You just gotta pace it, take it day by day. You know what I'm saying? Meditate. Obviously, meditate is a must. That shit was a must. If it was not, I probably would have, and I wouldn't even be here to tell y'all this story. But you know what I'm saying? The panic attacks. I remember I had some at work. I would just have, like, I wouldn't even think I'd be thinking a lot, but I'd be thinking so much. I know I look back on it, I was thinking so much that I just, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, why did it's just a lot of shit that you go through when you stop an addiction, not even just porn, but anything, any addiction. You know what I'm saying? You might have a little panic. Your brain is not uh because you trained your brain to, you know what I'm saying, to that addiction. So getting off of that is like, you know what I'm saying, probably like getting off heroin for some of y'all. It might be like, you know what I'm saying, you get the shanks, you get like you can't go to sleep. Like for me, I couldn't really, like when I started watching porn, I kind of sometimes I'd use it to go to sleep and doing all this. And then the point about it is so sad because they want you guys to watch this shit. That's why they promote so much. And then they got all type of bad genres. Like I said, I said this in plenty of videos. They got so many bad genres of porn or whatnot. So um, I don't like. I mean, we can't obviously ban it, but you know what I'm saying. We could just limit the use. And kids, it's a lot of kids right now that's finding all this different type of shit. They find LGBTQ. I don't think anybody's supposed to be gay on this earth. To be honest with you, I don't like. I don't care, men or women. I mean, it'd be cool because I mean, if you for dudes, it's so called cool. I mean, yeah, it is, but if you look at it from like a productive reproduction standpoint, you know what I'm saying? God didn't make women to be with women, you know what I'm saying? Or God didn't make dudes to be with dudes. So, um, yeah, they just the people that made porn and everything. They just want to go against God. A lot of these motherfuckers that run the world that are in real big positions of power. They're just going against God. That's why they got all type of sex toys. God didn't make us to have like do sex toys and watch porn and shit like that. So um, but I, like I said before, I use these pills to help me specifically. I'm not telling you guys to do this. I'm not telling you guys you gotta do this. You know what I'm saying? There's days I don't use it, and you know what I'm saying, just to really get used to not really using it. But um, but yeah, I mean, it's been going good, man. I hope y'all doing good. Yeah, it's been a minute. I gotta make some more videos. You know what I'm saying? Uploading. I don't know what you guys want to see. The gameplay, if this gameplay is cool, so you guys can get something to look at. So, um, yeah, man. The main thing about this video is I wanted to tell you guys that you gotta talk to your girl. Like, I know it's a girl that you like. You go out a couple times. Well, you don't. You like I heard this from other videos. You guys going through the same shit. They kind of say that. One guy, I forgot his name. He said it usually goes better than you expect it to go. Most of, like I said before, most of the time, dudes just we as men just be in our head about a lot of shit, and you know what I'm saying. We told the man up and all this shit, but opening up to her and telling her what's going on, like I've been struggling with this. This was going on. Like I ain't even really explain it to her. Like I still don't like. I know her, that's my girl. I still don't feel comfortable talking to her. Like, cause I feel I know I made video. I made a fucking video about it, but I don't know. It's just doing that shit in person. I ain't even told like none of my people that. I feel like my people would just kind of like fucking laugh or you know what I'm saying. Like, but yeah, man. I just wanted to make that check in video with y'all guys. Like, share this video. Share my channel. Share my previous videos. Sub up. You know what I'm saying. And I'm gonna be out, and I see y'all.